Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands More Hearts. How are you guys? I hope that you enjoyed yesterday's live stream video. I had so much fun bringing you that really adorable daisy basket. It's Tiny Treat Week, so tiny daisy basket it was. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't watched that, click on the end of this video. It should pop up as your next suggested video. And you can watch the live stream on replay. All right, so it is Tiny Treats Easter week, and what better than a bunny and a chick? You guys know how much I love to do little characters and cute little projects, but this time I have made a bunny and chick nugget treat. So you're going to get the directions on how to make both. They're very simple to use and make, and you are gonna get addicted to making these. These are perfect to have on your Easter table as a little treat for everyone. The Happy Easter sentiment is from the Easter Bunny stamp set, or you can use any Happy Easter sentiment that you already have. The Give It a World eyes, little hearts. I cannot tell you how much I love this Give It a World eyes. They're perfect for all kinds of shapes are in here. Hearts, scallop circles, stars, clouds. Oh my gosh, it's just a fantastic set. If you don't have it, definitely check that out. Let's get started making our cool little bunny and chick nugget treat holders. I'm gonna put them over here, sitting in the corner waiting for us. So we are gonna start with 1.5 inches by 5 inches of cardstock. So the bunny I made it out of smoky slate, and the chick is out of So Saffron. So I have 2 pieces of 1.5 by 5, and we are gonna score them at 2, 2.5, and 3. Just down the long side. 2, 2.5, and 3. You're gonna see how fast it is to make these treats, and you're gonna love them. All right, so I'm gonna get the scoreboard out of the way. You guys know how much I love my scoreboard. I use it all the time. I think it's probably one of my most used tools that I have in my arsenal. Okay, so next we have our cute little hearts, right? I told you about the hearts. So one of the hearts is in Calypso, Coral, and one of the hearts is in Blushing Bride. The Blushing Bride is for the bunny, and the Calypso Coral is for our chick. We also need to stamp the words Happy Easter, so let's do that. We're going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Let me grab a scrap paper because you know me. I like to make a good mess, and of course if I don't grab the paper, that's when I'll make the mess. So hopefully I'm in camera here with you, and I'm not out of camera. We're just gonna assume I am. And we're gonna go ahead and throw down that Happy Easter. And the other as well. I'm gonna grab my little guillotine cutter because I want to make these nice and straight, especially if I stamp crooked. And I know you guys love the mini guillotine cutter. I have found one for you guys, so I have linked it in the description below. So check that out if you want one. Here is the cutter. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up does not sell the guillotine cutter, so I wish they did, but they don't. So let's go ahead and just give it a little haircut at the top, make that nice and straight, make sure that the bottom is also nice and straight and haircut. Let's do the same thing over here. Take a hair off. And a little bit off the top here. All right, so now that I have trimmed those ends with my little mini cutter, let's let's go ahead and use my paper snips, and I'm gonna angle cut the ends. We'll get rid of those. I just want them to be ready. Okay. Now, we have done our 3 score marks, so let's go ahead and fold. I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish. Now the middle score line, you can see I didn't burnish it. It's because I'm going to use it, but I don't want it to be super indented into the piece. And the reason that we need it is we have to fold this in half, but we're just going to hold it in place. And we're going to open our punch here, if I can. And we're going to give a little haircut to the top of the open end, not the bottom end, not the hinged, the side that's open. We're going to slide that in. Right like that, and then we're going to make sure that it's even. We're going to pull down just till approximately, well, not that far down because then it comes out, but just a tiny haircut we want to give it. So just make sure you hold it in place, that it's even, the gap is even on both sides, and you can gauge that by counting the little squiggles of the wave of that punch. And so I have got mine, and you're gonna give it a little punch like that, and there's the little pieces that come out. So there's our chick. Let's do our bunny. Same thing, slide it in, pull it down, make sure it's even. When you're happy with the placement, start bringing that punch down to grab it, and then just give it that punch. Shake out your little pieces. We're going to discard those. I needed one of these for my bunny, so you're going to punch with a piece of smoky slate. This one, I've already punched one out, so there it is. We are going to take our scissors, and we are going to cut this in half. I mean, the best we can. We're going to eyeball it, and if it's not perfect, it's okay. Let's see how well I did. I usually end up with one just slightly wider than the other. Hey, I did pretty good this time. All right, so we have these 2 pieces, which become the ears of our bunny, and our chick has this little, you know, fur at the top, which is a piece of pale papaya ribbon. I like using this pale papaya ribbon because it's a very easy to color. So this is just a 2-inch piece, and we're using dark Daffodil Delight, the brush tip, and we're just going to run that along our ribbon. And we're going to give it a nice little color. We're going to flip it over and make sure that it's nice and colored in. I love these blends for coloring embellishments and ribbon and coloring my projects. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it down the center, right down the middle. Okay, and then this is going to be our little hair on our chick. All right, let's get my scrap paper out of the way. All right, let's work on the ears. So I'm going to take the ears, and with my black Stampin' Up marker with the thin end, I'm gonna come here and I'm going to kind of outline, kind of when I do my paper piecing, for those of you who have seen me paper piece and make paper pieced projects, same kind of concept. You want to really give it a nice little outline because it really defines what you're doing. So it's just a great accent, I think, on your project. So there's the ears. On our chick, we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna enhance the little fluffiness at the top by kind of following the way the punch is, and then down. All right, I didn't do it on the bunny. I didn't think he needed it because his ears are more defined. I wanted to leave room for his whiskers. Now we're not going to do his whiskers yet, so I'll just put this to the side for right now. Let's go ahead and glue on his ears. So we're going to put some adhesive on the bottom, like so. And I'm gonna hold one at a time, one in this direction and one in the other direction. You get his little ears on. All right, now it's time to make his face. So he's gonna get the pink, the Blushing Bride. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of wet adhesive there. And I'm gonna grab my tweezers. I love these reverse action tweezers. I do have them linked in the description below. So we're gonna give him his little nose. So cute. And then now we can do the whiskers. So we're gonna come in, we're just gonna do 3 whiskers. 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, and 3. So there's his whiskers. I think that's enough to define his face. Let's put him aside and time for our little chick. So the chick, we want to make the heart into a beak. You can see it's kind of wrinkled there. So what I did was I took a mini dimensional and I have peeled the back off, and hopefully it's going to end up in my trash can because I normally don't peel them off like this. But I'm going to try and get it in there and make sure it doesn't stick to me in any shape or form. We're going to stick that kind of near the top, just like that, in the center. And then we are going to wrinkle our beak. We're going to push it forward and do the same thing on the other side. We're going to push it forward right there. So we want the point of the heart to kind of come out, and what that dimensional in the back does is it fills in that section of the beak. Okay, so it gives it something to grab, and then we're just going to put glue on the 2 outer edges of the heart where the dimensional is not, and we're going to attach that onto our little chickie. So you just kind of crinkle it up, right? So let's go ahead and put this down. We're going to start on this side. So I'm going to hold that heart, and then I'm going to hold this side. I'm going to push, and I'm just going to hold it for a second for it to grab. And remember that dimensional that's in the middle is going to help fill that little beak in. And then I'm going to use my bone folder and give it a press, and use my bone folder on this side and give it a press. Oh, these guys are starting to look so cute. Let's add our Happy Easters to the bottom. So let's go ahead and put our glue along that top of that score line there. And we will put our Happy Easter. They need their eyes. And of course, our chick needs her hair. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our Happy Easter right there. One more. And then I'm going to use seal adhesive to put our nugget inside. But before I do that, let me grab a mini glue dot, which is the best adhesive, I think, for this ribbon. So I'm going to put one in the center here. You know, just eyeball your center, lift that up, and then you're going to fold the little hair over, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to take another mini glue dot and we're going to attach it to our chicky poo. So we're going to lift up and we're going to stick in the front like that. Okay, and we're going to trim those with our ribbon scissors. We don't want them to be so long or so perfect, so we're going to trim those edges. All right, let's give the chick and the bunny their eyes. So those are matte black dots, and I've used the large ones. So I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, and let's get two out. Here's one for the chick. I'm going to kind of put the eyes real close together and near the beak, as you can see in this one right here. So I'll grab another one. So cute! Look how cute this little chick is. Okay, let's do the bunny. The bunnies, I chose to put the eyes a little farther apart. So I'm going to put kind of one over each little hump of the heart, but still close to the heart. So this one goes by this little hump right here. Look how cute our bunny is. Final step. The nugget. So I'm going to put adhesive in the center, our seal, and we're going to grab a Hershey nugget, put it right here in the middle. All right, and let's do the other one. And then the final thing, I wanted to use Velcro to close them because I thought that people might keep these because they're so cute. Even though they're fast and easy, they don't have to know. Oops, I dropped my cover from my seal. They don't have to know that they're fast and easy to make, right? They can think that we slaved away and it was so hard. So I'm gonna use the Velcro thin clear fasteners. They're the 3/8 inch circles. And I like to stick the fuzzy and the little other end, I don't know exactly what they're called, together. And then it's easy for me. So I will link these in the description below as well in case you need them. But we want to go ahead and cut them apart because we're going to put one on each. I want the white side, there's like a more see-through and a white side. So I'm going to kind of pull them apart a little bit so I can see. It looks like this back side is my white side, so I'm going to peel that back off first. And we're going to attach that right over that ribbon, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel the other piece of little plastic. There's my Velcro dot. And then I'm going to join these pieces of my chick together. And I'm just going to hold it just for a second. And then I'm going to pull apart, and there my Velcro pieces come apart, and then I'm going to push on them separately. Okay, let them sit there. Let's do the same thing on the other for the bunny. So I'm going to make sure this is the white side. And I'll show you what I mean by the white and the more see-through. So put this one up here by the ears. Push that down and pull the backing off here. Okay. Fabulous. And then we're going to squeeze that together like we did with the chick, making sure that we match the little ruffly part of the top of our bunny. Press that for a second, get that to grab. And then we will open, and then we will press them separately. What I mean about the white, see how this one is more white? And this side, it's more see-through. You can't see it as good. So I like the white to be the hidden one, and this one kind of fades into the color of cardstock. So that way, if people want to eat their candy and then just leave their little bunny or chick on their desk as a little memento, they can do that. So there is my bunny. Here is my chick. Let me clear off my table. Don't forget, we use the Easter Bunny and the Give It a Whirl dies. For the sentiment is the Happy Easter, and I'm gonna lay one bunny down, one chick down, so that you guys can see a little better, and the other ones I will have them standing up. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it, and I'm so grateful to have you. I hope that you enjoyed this quick project. As you can see, I made 2 of them fairly quickly with a lot of explanation. They go a lot faster when you don't need to explain, but I hope that you enjoyed the project and that you will be here with me again tomorrow when I present another project for you. We have 3 more days till the end of the week, so I will have projects through Saturday for this tiny Easter Treats week. Thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Subscribe, share, and comment below to let me know what you think. Happy stamping!